All right, guys, welcome. The crew's all here to talk about our 10 favorite shots from November. I thought I'd start this video a little differently by using an analogy that might be getting wasted on the wrong audience because it's a golf analogy. Not sure how many golf fans there are amongst us movie location hunters, but in golf tournaments, they have what's called the leader in the clubhouse. And that is towards the end of the day, the best golfer in that tournament is done golfing. He's done, or she's done. Don't want to be sexist here. They are done. And just sitting there waiting for everyone else to finish, see how they're going to do. Everyone who's all still golfing, they know who they're chasing. The reason why I bring this up is because at the very first day of this month, literally within an hour of posting our last video, I saw this shot from Bruce Murdoch from Tim Burton's remake of Planet of the Apes. And I thought, oh my gosh, here we are. It's the very first day of the month. We're just a few hours into the month, and we've already got this shot that's just got #1 written all over it. Bruce Murdoch, in my mind, was the leader in the clubhouse. So every day when I'm looking at the groups and I'm seeing, like what's out there, it's in the mindset of, did anybody beat Bruce today? All month long, I'm thinking to myself, can someone beat Bruce? And that kind of created a whole different kind of suspense in my mind. It's like I was watching a race. So here we all are. Our votes are in. We're going to find out. Did anybody beat Bruce? All right, so number 10, we start with Mark E. Phillips. Gets a rare interior from Greece.
So, James, what I like about this shot is it's a shot that we've never seen, and you have to have access to the school or the whatever it is now to actually get the shot. And it's not even a hero scene, but it's one of those impressive nuggets that we don't see every day. It's not a layup. So kudos for him for making the extra effort to find that spot that really nobody else wanted to find, but now everybody want to find it.
Like when it comes to a lot of interiors, I think a lot of people don't even think to try.
Right.
It's just kind of like this fortress, and it doesn't even occur to you to try. But yeah, Mark not only tried and succeeded, but gave us a shot this is the kind of shot I love spending a lot of time comparing and seeing what's the same, like those file cabinets and that frame that's through the door frame. There's just so much time you can spend saying, okay, this hasn't changed, this is still the same, and that's cool after so many years. Well, here I am. I spend so much time and attention on this hobby, but I could still get an education when somebody like Steve Dahlman comes along. I had no clue Escape from New York ever did anything in Georgia. Always thought it was all St. Louis and Los Angeles, and this is a deleted scene, mind you. So Steve is digging deep. Hey,
I guess
you're hardcore. You're doing deleted scenes, but this is just beautiful. Thank you, Steve, for giving me an education with this shot.
No kidding, dude. I didn't know this. You just educated me too. I didn't know either. And the only stuff that I've done from this movie is this Sepulveda Dam stuff. So I also thought it was only filmed in St. Louis and Los Angeles. Did they film anything else? Any other pickup shots in Georgia, or just this stuff?
I have no information, no knowledge of this whatsoever. I'm guessing since it's a deleted scene, maybe it was a reshoot that never got.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Interesting.
I had a quick look into this. So it was a deleted scene because it was showing him getting arrested after doing a bank robbery, and they deleted it because they didn't think it sort of set him up as the right sort of character, as a hero character, to put him into New York. The reason why it was shot at Atlanta was because in 1980, around that time, this was modern. It was brand new. It'd been 1989. So think a little bit Rogue One, Star Wars, and shooting.
Sure.
So at that time, it was like, you had the graffiti New York trains, nowhere to shoot. This was like, whoa, we've never seen anything like that. It looks like the future.
Number 8, I'm assuming I'm right as to why this shot got so many votes. This seems like a Rayan shot all the way. As a matter of fact, Rayan, I thought you would vote this number 1.
You know what? To educate the viewers who don't know, this shot in particular is deeply rooted in rock and roll history. It was the cover of Physical Graffiti, a Led Zeppelin record.
I'm not the album cover guy that you are. I mean, for those of you who are watching, if you are also rock and roll fans, Rayan here, in addition to being movie locations, is pretty much the authority as far as album cover locations and music video locations. So be sure to follow Nerd Locations for this kind of stuff. But yeah, Physical Graffiti is like one of the, to me, that's one of the iconic album covers of all time.
And for them to use that in the movie, I have to wonder if the filmmakers did that on purpose.
I would have to guess so. Yeah, just big Led Zeppelin fans. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a great shot. Kudos for that one. That one warms my rock and roll heart up a little bit.
Here we go again. It's sound the Tunisia alarm.
Houdini.
Houdini. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the Tunisia alarm.
Houdini.
I'm not jealous or anything. Don't look at me being grumbly and jealous over here. Don't do that.
Number 6 comes to us thanks to Glenn Whalen. He went to the aluminum bridge for Ocean's 12. I've done this shot myself with my family.
Did you do it like this though?
Yeah, this is the very first shot I ever did with my son Sullivan was this one.
Word, nice.
Yeah, what Glenn and his buddy did here, really, really nice. Number 5 is a shot from our monthly standby, Brian Witt. Ray, and this was your favorite one of the month. What do you have to say about this?
Back to the Future is such a big part of this hobby. And to find Back to the Future locations that have never been found and unearthed is gold. So for that, it got my number 1 vote because Brian really did the homework. The hike, from what I understand, is like an hour straight incline to get up there. It's not an easy hike. And Brian put the work in, and for that, it earned my number 1 vote because Back to the Future unfound locations are absolute gold now.
That's a very good word, gold. Because there aren't many left, right?
Brian Witt firmly planted its flag into the pioneers of Back to the Future locations by finding the McFly farm.
All right. So anybody who gets this shot in the future has to thank Brian Witt. Well done, Brian.
Brian.
I've never wished so badly I could give 2 number 1 votes. My number 1 vote had to go elsewhere, but I am so glad that you gave it your number 1 vote, David.
Yeah, this was my number 1. I'm a sucker for anything involving this movie, like at all. And I have like shirts that say like obey and sleep and conform on them and stuff. So the fact that our dude went again, just like a guy with the Hitman shot with the silver. The fact that he went to the trouble and he's even got a piece of paper that says conform on, like, my dude.
Yeah.
Extra credit from me.
Now, of course, this is the shot that got the votes, but what I love, because he does something that I did with a They Live location previously, is where you need to have a part A and a part B version of the same shot, where you're seeing the with sunglasses version and the without sunglasses version.
Sure.
Now I went to the same location. It's Roddy's POV shot where I did that, but he did the same thing. But this with the mask and, like you said, the paper totally outdoes anything I've ever thought of with They Live. So just so wonderful.
I was looking at this thinking, I don't get it. What's the big deal? It's just a guy standing by the side of the road, and now I've just clicked. Hang on. Now I get it. Right. Now it makes so much sense.
Bruce, as part of his post, says that this is a secured spot. It's a gated community. Not sure how Bruce went about getting this shot. Don't know if he sweet talked someone, if he smeared someone, but congratulations to Bruce because it doesn't sound like
congratulations. No, and it's a really fantastic lineup as well.
Great shot, like that building and so on. I don't like being critical and so on. I would say slightly disadvantaged. It's a shame that the focus isn't there to bring out the details of that building because it's slightly off focus, which is just a shame, just to emphasize the location.
All right, well, now we know. Here we are. And now we know somebody beat Bruce. We don't know who yet, but somebody beat Bruce. But hey, Bruce is the very first guy ever in these videos to have 2 shots in the top 3 of the same month. First
Yeah, that's certainly something. That's definitely something. Absolutely.
Another example of James doing crappy research, because I've been to Throne of Pentacles for Star Trek V stuff. I don't know if Bruce did any Star Trek V stuff while he was there. I hope so. But when I was there doing Star Trek V stuff, I had no idea that Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes was there. So now I'm looking at this gnashing of teeth. It's always gnashing of teeth. Continuing on with some of the honorable mentions this month, this shot by Hito Zapata. I tell you, I really thought this one was going to be higher. The rolling down the hill. There were so many shots at the Twin Pines Mall, but I'm not sure I've seen a lot of this one. And Hito just laid himself out rolling down the hill. Deserves a lot of credit. Wish it could have been higher. Great job, Hito. And Hito had a few other great shots from Back to the Future, by the way. Our delegate from Japan, Matoya Kitamura, actually came over to the States. A really cool collection of shots from Vertigo. Of course, we have the monthly standbys, right? The guys who show up every month. Paul Slattery always brings the heat. Gareth Mullen always brings the heat. Andy George from It Happened Right Here. Well, he's turned into Mr. Johnny on the spot with the brand new stuff. He wasted no time getting this one from the Running Man remake. Oscar Verport continues to impress with these great James Bond shots and the toys. Brian Larson, Kyle Gall, Benjamin Seegers, Natalie Chiarla. Oh, I hope I'm saying that name right, Natalie. One of our, in recent months, gold medalist, Don Libertino, comes again with this great shot from National Lampoon's European Vacation. Adam Ramirez, Tony Frendon. Okay, number 1. This was a jaw dropper for me, man. So Patrick Baker here comes up with a shot that, talk about a holy grail. I mean, I've looked for this. I always assumed this was a part of Arches. And out of all the times I've been to Arches, I'm always looking around. Where's the shot where he jumps onto the horse? I had no clue it was in Canyonlands. Once again, getting an education.
Yep. Yeah. It's if I ever make it to Canyonlands, I'm gonna do this shot. But yeah, that's actually can't believe I knew something that you didn't. That's you really know everything. Yeah, I knew that this was in Canyonlands. Yep.
Indy wins again because
Indy wins a lot.
last week as well.
Yeah.
Wow. And I sometimes think when I'm looking at these that there is a love of that movie, and also I look at that and think a huge amount of jealousy, and that's the sort of shot that I would want to do as well. But again, just looking at that from a framing point of view, everything, it is perfect in that original movie and a recreation scene. Okay, he could have put a Boy Scouts unit on and actually bought a horse, but you know, we're talking.
He's got the. I was gonna say he has the Cross of Coronado, which he doesn't actually have in the film, but I will accept as a warm and welcome worthy prop to have in one's hand. Absolutely, this recreation. But bro, if he got a horse, oh my god, that would be the number. No one would ever beat this man ever if he got a horse. Like he would be number 1 forever.
All right, so there's our 10 favorite shots from November. What a great top 10 it was. Hey guys, don't forget, make sure you're including the top 10 movie locations Facebook group as one of the places where you're sharing your shots. That, and make sure you're using the hashtag top 10 movie locations on Instagram if you're posting there. Also, make sure you're including your Instagram handle and or any other social media handle as part of your post. We want to promote you on the socials, so feel free to include that information so we can flash it on screen. All right, have a fun St. December. We'll see you in a month.